Good day, field study students of Bago City College. Welcome to my talk today about episode 6, enhancing a face-to-face or in-person classroom environment for learning. Congratulations for finishing episode 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is Dr. Maria Sheila Di Ferdinand, your field study supervisor. What is face-to-face classroom? In a face-to-face classroom, students and the teacher are physically present. They meet at a time set in the classroom. Teachers prepares activities. She provides instructions and evaluates students' learning. Equipments and instructional materials are made available in the classroom, where teaching and learning takes place most of the time. What are the advantages of face-to-face learning environment? First, there is less distraction and more concentration than when studying at home or elsewhere. Meaning that in the face-to-face, students are focused on the subject itself rather than things done at home. You know that when you are at home, even if you are attending an online class, sometimes you are being called by your parents in something that you cannot concentrate on your subject or on something that you are working with. So you cannot focus on your activities or on the activities being assigned to you by your teacher. Second, there is greater understanding and real-world examples from teachers and classmates. So meaning that there will be peer studying and sometimes peer tutoring happens. And there will be an automatic clarification. If there are some things that you cannot understand, or if you want to ask, to clarify, then your teacher is there. Automatically, she answers and can give you a clarification on something that you cannot understand or if you want to ask. Third, greater chance of completing coursework by doing it in the classroom space. So meaning, because you are inside the classroom, activities are being done automatically. And you are required to finish it right after the class, or you have to really pass that work as the time comes or after the subject itself. There are activities to be done and immediately you are going to comply. Then learn more easily and more comfortably in familiar, like traditional classroom situation. Meaning that you are conditioned to work because of the familiarity in the area that classroom is made to learn. You are conditioned to work. You are conditioned to learn something because you are there inside the classroom. So your purpose of attending is to really listen and to really attend the class. So next, there will be an access more relevant information from teachers and classmates interaction. So meaning there will be an easy access and easy interactions or interactions with your classmates and teachers. So again, right there and there, then inside the classroom, your teacher is at the center, facing everyone inside the classroom or everybody, her students. You as a student, you can have an easy access to your teacher. Or if you want to ask something to your classmate, if you miss something to listen, you can also automatically ask your classmates. You can work together. Next, there will be a greater opportunity to connect and socialize. network, and solve problems together with classmates and teachers. So, meaning, you can easily work together with your classmates. So you can do collaborative learning. So it's just within reach. Your classmate is within reach. You can do collaborative learning. You can also do cooperative learning. Next, what are the characteristics of the face-to-face learning environment? First is your learning space is physical. That both the teacher and the learner see and hear each other from the same contained, safe place called the classroom. Okay. Next is that lessons are delivered with the teacher physically facilitating. So meaning, like for example, if the teacher would instruct students to read something on the book, in the high school scenarios or the elementary classroom scenarios, there are textbooks right at the side of the classroom, right at the cabinet. You can just reach that book and read. It's an easy, it's the best thing to do that when you want to read something being assigned by your teacher, books are just there inside the classroom. Next is class meetings are regular. No? Meaning that there is a specific time being provided to students or students as a schedule being assigned by the department. So you have a regular schedule. Another thing is teacher leads the conversation. So meaning in a limited amount of time, even in a limited amount of time, students are being guided by the teacher. Even in 1 hour or mostly 2 hours, you will learn you will learn things. You will learn many things with your teacher because you are being guided, you are being facilitated. You can converse with your teacher. You can just ask something if you want to clarify things because your teacher is there inside the class. Then assessment. Of course, assessment is done face-to-face. And it is usually done also during class meetings, since students are expected to answer while the teacher is present inside the classroom. So the result of the test is valid. There is a validity on the test because the teacher is there proctoring the test or the exam. What are the changes in the face-to-face classroom? Before, classroom looks like this one. That teacher and student interact with each other. Have you seen that picture? There is a table and a chair. Sometimes there is no table, it's just a chair or an armchair, but still the chair is facing the blackboard or it's facing the teacher. So there is a teacher and student interaction. Now, classroom looks like this one. Okay? That classroom, if you have noticed the physical arrangement of the classroom, the classroom on the other side is that there is a table and there are some chairs around the table, like 3 chairs, 4 chairs. So meaning students are interacting with each other. When there is interaction, then there is collaborative learning, there is cooperative learning, there is also interactive learning because students are interacting with each other. They do not just learn from the teacher, they also learn from each other. That's why the arrangement is like that. There's a table and around the table there are chairs. Not only 1 chair, but 3 to 4 chairs. So how can you, as a student or a pre-service student, assist a face-to-face classroom? It is when you conduct engaging, interactive, and informative training sessions. How can you do that? How can you do that? Engaging, how can you do that interactive and informative training sessions? As a pre-service student, teacher, you will manage the training environment. What's the training environment? It's the classroom. On our part, because we are now in the online, that this is our training environment. The virtual class, the different problem-based situations that I usually give you in the different episodes. Some links, like videos that there are some teacher, there is students that you are to imagine that you are the pre-service student there or the pre-service teacher. It's your learning or your training environment. Then you adjust your teaching style and methods to meet the participants' needs. Okay? So if in case that you will later, in the future, you will become a teacher, of course, you have to check the individual differences of your students, because in that way, you will also learn their learning style, because knowing the learning style, you also have to adjust your teaching style and the method that you are going to use to your different kind of students. And you also facilitate discussion in a way that enhances the learning experiences and you deepen the participants' understanding. Who is your participant? It's the students. Then you facilitate discussion. Okay. So in the different example or situations that I gave, I already have sent to you different episodes or the link in which there are some classroom situations that you can watch in that link. You are given questions there that you really have to try to act, imagine that you facilitate. And that way, you will also learn some experiences in the different situations that you have watched in the link, or you have read different kind of situations that I created. So that is all. Thank you very much. Good luck in your episode 6. God bless.